In my last video, I talked about working in a small town called St Neots, being one newspaper among 10, competing fiercely to try and sell advertising space. But these days, everybody has huge competition. So how do we stand out? Too often, we tend to fall back into the same kind of behaviors that all of our competitors display. Now, I have a view that actually the first point of contact is incredibly important. People talk about bonding and rapport. They talk about building bonding and rapport over time. Well, I think you can establish a really good rapport right at the get-go. So a typical sales meeting, first meeting, would sound something like this. Thank you very much for taking so much time. I really appreciate that you're busy. I'll try and be as short as I possibly can. But actually, what I'm going to show you is really brilliant, and you won't regret it. Yada 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 yada. All slightly needy, all treating the clients as though they're the ones who are important. They're the ones who've got a shortage of time, and the prospect being in charge. Now, compare and contrast that to this opening. Thank you for inviting me in. I'm really glad that we could find the time in our diaries to meet. Let's just spend a few minutes now deciding the best use of our time. That latter statement is one of equal business stature. If you establish equal business stature at the beginning, that'll take you through the sales process. And if you convert them into a client, it will lead the relationship that you have with your client for the rest of your time together. It's all about your headset. It's all about the attitude. It's all conceptual. And of course, there's a Sandler rule. You can perform in your roles only in a manner that is consistent with how you see yourself conceptually.